2017 GMC Acadia. Looks pretty good sitting in front of the showroom here. You like it?
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about this a little bit. The 2017 Acadia is a total redesign. They shrunk it down a little bit. It's a little bit smaller than what the Acadia has been for the past, I think it was 10. It's more evenly spaced between the Terrain and the Yukon, whereas before it was definitely closer to the full-size SUV, even almost kind of like a minivan as far as the space inside of it and what you can do with it. So you lose a little bit of size, but things you're gaining. It's about 600 pounds lighter than the 2016 version. That means better fuel economy. Smaller vehicle also means it has a lower starting price point. This version right here has the third row seat that is now only 2 passengers in the back seat, so a total of 6 passengers in this vehicle, or you can get it without the third row, and that would go down to just a 5-passenger vehicle. The larger Acadia is sticking around for just 1 more year as the Acadia Limited for 2017, so you're going to have a ton of different options for Acadias this year. Today, I'm probably just going to focus on the major differences in the design of this vehicle over the old Acadia. All right, let's pull it out of here. All right, here is your new front seat. All new design here on the center console. A little bit different steering wheel. I'm sitting in the second row because it's easier to show everything. It feels like the idea is to streamline this a little bit more with the trucks and the Yukons. The design in here definitely seems a lot closer to those vehicles than the Acadia was previously. The way this screen is set up with this group of buttons here, the design of all these knobs, these buttons down here, this is all very, very similar to the trucks and the Yukons. We do have a push button start. Here's a look at the new dash meters. Our center display here, controlled by these buttons on your steering wheel here. Very familiar to our other GMC vehicles. We've got separate buttons for our back as well as bottom side heated seats. Down in the center here, we have 2 USBs and an auxiliary port. New design on the shifter with this nice finished material right here in the center. Feels really good. Alright, let's check out this second row. So like I said earlier, this is a little bit smaller vehicle than the Acadia has been for all of its life. However, this second row seems like it got maybe a bit of an upgrade. These seats feel more similar to the seats in a Yukon. A little wider back on them. Nice armrest here for you. The second row is a nice comfortable seat. You've got, scoot them back, forward. If you go all the way back here, there's like a, what is the word I'm looking for? Copious? There's a copious amount of legroom. That might not be the right word. Second row has climate controls, a 3-pronged outlet, 2 USB charging ports, and a nice little compartment here in the center. That's pretty slick. Here is a test. I'm gonna put this seat all the way forward. This seat is all the way pushed back. I'm gonna check out our third row now. On the side where that seat is pushed forward, plenty of leg room here. My legs are a bit raised. I'm in kind of a low seating position because there is a little drop in the floor up where the captain's chair's passenger's feet would be. Right there. If that doesn't bother you, then I'd say an adult could absolutely ride in this seat with that second row pushed forward. Now, on this other side, when this seat is pulled back, my legs are definitely touching the back of the seat in this scenario. So probably okay for children. For adult situation, there might be a little give and take. There is another USB charging port back here for your third row passengers. Let's forget about the passengers and check out storage options. One thing you definitely are losing is when all the passenger seats are in the seated position for passengers, you don't have quite as much room here in the back. There is still room, it's not quite as much. We still have a little bit of cargo space here, but when you have these seats kind of in that slightly reclined position, it does angle back here and the door angles up, so you really won't be able to fit anything tall back here. But very simple, pull that cord, flip it down, and you opened up a massive amount of space here. So now, flip both seats down, lots of room back here. We've also got these two handy little devils right here. Pull that, captain's chairs flip down, same thing on the other side. And when we do this, we really have lots of storage space back here. While we may have lost a little bit of overall capacity here, the ability to still very quickly and easily fold flat all these seats is definitely still reminiscent of a minivan or full-size SUV. Okay. Suppose we should take it for a spin, huh? Some initial observations. The Acadia has always done a good job of making a bigger SUV really drive and feel not as big as it is. Granted, this is a little smaller, but I would say they took the next step on that line with this car. The drive and feel of this is not nearly in line with how big this car actually is. Very comfortable to maneuver in traffic. I do not feel like I, can't see my sides and front end, like I don't know where the vehicle's at. Definitely feel in control of this car right now. So not only do you get the benefit of a bigger vehicle, longer wheelbase, which gives you just that a more smooth ride, plus you're sitting up a little higher, don't feel like you're super low to the ground. Kind of got the best of both worlds, getting those things, but not feeling like you're driving this monster vehicle. Home sweet home. Well, not my home. Home for the car. You know where to find her.